Hey guys, it's Scotty here. This guide is for changing the springs on the Compact Pro and the Compact Pro kit, as well as the Pro 2 full-size gimbal stabilizer. I like to straighten out my connecting arm so that I can apply a little bit of leverage force and purchase on the actual gimbal arm itself. See how I've got one end leaning against the table? This is applying a little bit of pre-tensioning. Now it's important when you flip it over onto the other side, when you come very close to the screw coming out, that you just hold it very carefully so that the tension in the spring doesn't suddenly go bang. You want it to come out without any pre-tension. So I'm holding it carefully at the top, and that's it. Alright, now we need to, with our finger, we need to hook underneath the spring, and it should just pop straight out like that. Now we need to undo the bottom bolt on the other side to remove the other side of the spring. Now you grab your socket, your M6 socket, and your Allen key, and we'll just loosen the nylock nut. You can just hold the Allen key and loosen the socket. It's probably a bit easier. Keep that for later. Now we just continue to unwind the socket head bolt until it's almost out, and then we keep going until the spring pops out. Don't want to go all the way. So now it's out, we'll change it to the other spring. Then we'll tighten it back up again to clamp it in. Just make sure that when the bolt is going back through the other side, that it does line up into the hole, that it doesn't get skewed off to the side. Okay, now we've got it all the way through. We'll put the nylock nut back on the other side. Just do it up, hand tighten it until it hits the nylon part. And we'll just use the socket and the Allen key just to tighten it up. You just want the end of the bolt to poke through the nylock nut, like so. And now we want to make sure there's about 1mm of gap. If you can look through from the end there, there's about 1mm of gap between each side, maybe a fraction more on the right, so I'm just going to crank it slightly in. Now if there was more of a gap on the left side, then I would have loosened it. Now we're going to reattach the new spring to the bolt runner. Just firmly press it down over the bolt runner. And the same applies again. We need to pre-tension it. For this, what I'm going to do is place one end against my side, the other end I'm going to hold in my right hand whilst I do up the bolt with my left hand, or at least I'll just start it going through, start it threading with my left hand first before I get the socket, the Allen key, to finish it off. Once again, we're leaving about 1mm of space between each side. And that's it. Just a final little tighten just to make sure that it's both the gaps on both sides are even. Yep, that looks good. Now all we need to do is just give it a bit of a test. We can now straighten the well, put the arm back, the connecting arm back, tighten it up, and that's it. All good. New spring. That's it, guys. Okay, thanks for watching. See you next time.